Hello, wonderful person. Welcome to Soul Stream with Satek Ananda and the Council of One, apparently. And tonight we have our very first Multiverse Masterclass. Our very first Multiverse Masterclass. Welcome, welcome. We had 44 people sign up, and I think we got 15 in here tonight. So that's about what I expected, usually around half. Thank you guys so much for showing up. We got a lot. We have a lot to cover tonight, and I have been trying to figure out my portion of tonight for days, and I made a really big, long list, and I could talk for the next 2 or 3 days about that list, but the purpose of this masterclass is not to talk about the multiverse. You guys know I talk about stuff on the live stream, but in the workshops and the classes, it's really more about experience for me. So we're going to talk some because words help set the space, words help create a space, but it's really about the exercises. And then I think most of you guys know that this is a co-creation with Seth, and Seth is going to take us on a guided meditation at the end. Okay, so just hang in. It's going to be awesome. And we're going to start with this ascension, the shift to the fifth dimension. This is by the Arcturian Council. And if you guys don't know, the Arcturians are on my spirit council. My spirit council is called the Council of One, and I channel them ever so often on the live stream. And I cannot explain to you how connecting with them and communicating with them every day and trusting that my path in this life is in no way separate from theirs. I don't need to be separate from my guides in any capacity. And trusting that has led to everything that has happened with my TikTok channel. And like I said today, it's not like it's blown up or anything. I've only got a few thousand followers, but what it's done is it's taught me who I really am, and it's taught me what I'm really doing. And it's given me a platform to let my guides connect with you all. And my guides connecting with you all has started changing you all's lives. And I'm going to give a couple of you a chance to talk about that tonight, please, if you would. I would love to hear, and it helps other people understand what is the real value of this idea of the multiverse, right? I'm going to come back to this over and over again tonight. What is the point? What's the value? What is the result of interfacing with this idea of the multiverse? Okay, so we're going to start with ascension, the shift to the fifth dimension, because if we're talking about the multiverse, well, where better to start but the fifth dimension? We all know 3, right? You have a point, that's 1 dimension. A point stretched out is 2 dimensions. That's linear, right? And then when you move that point in depth, you get 3 dimensions of time and space. Okay, like Tim said, time is the 4th dimension. Space is just a framework, but nothing can happen in space without time. Okay, so time is its own dimension, it's its own framework. Okay, and I want you to start to conceive of dimensions as frameworks, like layers within a building, different floors of a building, if you will. So 1D is the first floor, 2D is the second floor. And what happens is each floor, you got like an atrium, and each floor can look down onto the floors below. So a higher dimension can see everything in a lower dimension. 3 dimensions can look down onto 2 dimensions very easily, right? 4th dimension can see inward on 3 dimensions very easily. So what is this idea of 5th dimension, right? Everyone talks about the ascension. The yogis used to call it enlightenment. Now we call it ascension. I like ascension much better because enlightenment sounds like an ending, and there are no endings. You're not going to find a finish line anywhere. But the reason we're starting with this book is because it speaks directly to the nature of what's the point, right? What's the point of talking about the multiverse? What's the point of interfacing with the concept? And this is the same one I read this morning. This is page 41, and it's called Synchronizing with Your Higher Selves. This is the simplest value that you will find for the multiverse. This is the reason we want to understand it and interface with it, okay? So everyone go ahead and close your eyes for me. And I want you to listen gently with your heart, not your mind. Synchronizing with your higher selves. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. It is a beautiful sight to witness you all synchronizing with the energies of your higher selves. Seeing you move from the egoic perspective to the perspective of your higher self is absolutely stunning to behold. You are not just moving from one dimension to another. You are adding dimensionality to yourselves. You are becoming more of who you are, and incorporating the energies of your higher self is precisely how you do that. You have always been your higher selves, your oversouls, and you have always been source energy. But knowing that, experiencing it, and harmonizing with those energies is something that you have not yet done while in these physical bodies. Not completely. You are still in the process of becoming that fifth dimensional version of who you are. The version of who you are who knows the deeper connection that you have with all beings. You have acquired quite a bit of baggage as you have operated from that egoic perspective for countless lifetimes. In the removal of the baggage, what is revealed to you is more of your true self, your higher self, that aspect of you that holds space for you and for the knowing of yourselves as divine beings and members of a greater collective. The way that you shed your baggage is by owning it. The way that you own it is by releasing all of your resistance to it. As you release resistance and judgment, you have a pure experience of yourselves. You are not here to perfect anything. You are here to experience it all. And when you recognize that everything you've experienced has served you in some way, you can drop that resistance and you can drop that judgment and you can operate more fully as your higher selves. And as you do, you slip right into the fifth dimensional frequency range. And that is when it seems like you've gone to an entirely new reality. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you.